movements tonight.
Hello, hello. I'll wait a little bit for people to come in. How's everyone doing tonight? Hey, Valley Fish, LS Aquariums, Chris Fishroom. How y'all doing? Hope everyone's doing good. I've been working night and day. I was up to about 4 or 5 in the morning. Woke up at 8. Took my son to practice. Come home. Took a nap. Started painting some more tanks. So I've got 3 tanks ready for water now. I've got 2 tanks painted, 1 tank with the light and heater, still have to put together the filter. Another tank sitting up there that's just painted. Another tank, these are all the 40s. Another tank with the first coat on it sitting in there waiting to dry and do a second coat. I have the air pump all set up, hooked up, running. I have air lines ran to all the tanks. Well, where there's no tanks, I have airline to that spot. Yeah. So all I have now is 2 40 breeders and a 20 long sitting on my living room floor. All the other stuff, well, let's see, there's a couple more 20s that need painted, but 5 of the 40s are painted. 4 of them are 3 of them are ready for water now. So a lot of progress, but still a ways to go. It'd be nice if we had some decent weather. It'd been nice to set them all out on the deck, paint them all at the same time. But no, not that lucky. They were calling for we're supposed to get 10 inches of snow all week. Then they changed it, now we're gonna just be getting, all the snow's going south. So, I keep looking at I'm watching the NCAA tournament game too, so. So that's what's going on with me. Let's see. Check the chat on here. See what's going on in here. Hey, Green Ghost. Valley Fish, I'm thinking about the cycled sponges. Probably just going to stick with new ones, but I'm going to be using plants from all my established tanks. I think that'll be enough to get it jump started as far as the beneficial bacteria goes. I think that'll be a good enough jump start. I mean, I'm hoping to have the 40 rack done this weekend, maybe have the 20 rack done. I'm not sure, but next weekend it'll be done. Then I'll be washing sand and hopefully adding water next weekend. It's going to be a lot of sand to rinse. Well, I know DK Fish X I am, yeah, fertilizer plants and snails. That's how I started all my other tanks. And I had pretty good luck. Put some plants in there, put some fertilizer in there, stick a couple of fistfuls of snails in there, feed the tank a little bit, keep the beneficial bacteria going, then slowly add the stuff to it. New fish and shrimp, I'm going to add DK fish hooks. Well, I'm getting some steel nebula guppies from Valley Fish, that's for sure. Maybe I'm thinking maybe some panda guppies maybe. I'm still kind of undecided. I'm gonna go slow adding fish. I'm gonna take my time, partially because I'm out of money. Happened to get that AP 100 air pump. Broke my. Well, I got a couple $100 left. That was gonna be my getting fish and shrimp budget. I was down to about $400 or $500, and I had to get that. So I'll be adding them in slowly but surely. Blue Dreams for sure, Black Rose for sure, Green Jades. I think I'm gonna get some Orange Reallys. I forgot he has some really nice ones. Josh Cole, I'm gonna talk to him pretty often. And get some of his shrimp. I'm not sure. But I'm going to be getting 5 different kinds. So, taking my time. Yep. Check me out and see what I'm trying to do, Al. Eventually, my wife's messing with me. She's Brandy, mouthing in the chat earlier. But I'm slowly getting enough tanks and stuff up that maybe turn into a business someday, but I'm just a hobbyist now. And maybe it'll be I guess you could call it a side business now. But I just really love guppies and plants and shrimp, and I'm adding all these tanks to get some more colonies going. Expand my varieties of different fish and different guppies and shrimp. Let's see. Yeah, trading old stuff to get store credit. Yeah, I order all my stuff online. Yep, I'm just guppies and shrimp, some endlers too. That's what I like. I mean, I've kept cichlids and all that before in the past, and community fish. I actually do have bristlenose plecos. I haven't seen your Japan Blues Valley fish. That is one of the ones I was looking at. I didn't know you had those. I do like those Japan Blues. That or like blue Moscows or something. I like the blue ones. Everyone likes my bluegrass guppies. That are just calls from the red grass line. I guess I should get a bluegrass line going. Oh yeah. Swordtail guppies. I've never heard of that one before. Oh, nice. Purple moss cows. Nice. Nice. Zoe, get down. My dog is trying to jump on my lap. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can get off William Rivera, the guy he's always selling on Facebook groups. That's who I got my guppies from now. Zoe, get down. I'm busy. Zoe. I've always had real good luck with him, and I've got healthy fish from him. He has some pandas, and he has oh, not. Yeah, Zoe. I have two dogs trying to jump on my lap. Yeah, he's from Puerto Rico. Green Ghost. He got screwed. He got hit pretty hard by that hurricane. LRB. Yes, I'm subscribed to you, Fancy Tail Aquatics. Yeah, I'm gonna take my time. I'm not getting in a rush to. Oh, I gotta get these. I gotta get those. I'm trying. The William Rivera, he's breeding out them koi tuxedos, and those are definitely on my list. Definitely on my list. Those are right up there. Steel nebulas and those on my gotta have list. I think pandas will be. I'm not 100% sure on the pandas yet, but they're cool looking. Yeah. Yeah, them koi tuxedos, ooh, those are nice looking guppies. I can't wait. Hopefully I can get some. Talked to William Rivera, he said I have hard water, Fancy Tail Aquatics. Pretty hard water, like I get lime scale everywhere, and like water heaters usually only last like 5 or 6 years. Yeah. If those breed true and that koi gene, like you said, is dominant, tiger endlers with orange noses. Whew. But that William, he also has, oh, I don't remember what they're calling, but like steelhead lace, like red and yellow striped bodies or something. Instagram. What's that one thing the kids got me to put on my phone? Snapchat. I tried Snapchat and I don't like it. I can't figure it out. I don't know about Instagram. Is that something the young people are doing now? I can't figure out. I have a computer information technology degree and I can't figure out Snapchat. Yeah, I know it's not the same. I couldn't remember. No, I'm getting close to 40 though. These new apps and stuff, I can't figure half of them out. And I have a degree in this stuff. I can't figure out Snapchat. I'm old school building websites, code in HTML. All this new mobile apps, and it's like, where the hell do I hit the screen at to get to work? I was hard coding HTML in the 90s, late 90s in high school, before website editors. I was hard coding HTML and Notepad. Yep, me too. Use source. Yep, that's what I did. That was my hobby in high school. Yeah, it changes so fast. Yeah, there's my wife, Brandy. My daughter wouldn't give up till I got Snapchat. And I got it and can't figure it out. So bummer is I'm going to be gone again for work this week. And probably the week after that, I'm sure. So Monday through Thursday till Thursday afternoon, I'll be gone. So that sucks. Nothing will get done during the week till Thursday night. But Bobby's Tropical Fish, you could email me. I will put it here in the chat. Mark Shelley at Gmail. And everyone asks, are you sure that's Gmail, not Ymail? It is Gmail. Or not Gmail. It's Ymail. Everyone asks, is it Ymail? And not Gmail. Yes, it is Ymail. It's a form of Yahoo Mail. Remember when Yahoo used to be a thing? Before Google? Yeah, I've had a Yahoo email for years. Ymail was before anyone knew what Gmail was. So, yeah, I kind of wish I'd done the whole, the circular, can't talk right, the air system with PVC pipe, the taps, but I didn't. I bought all them metal manifold deals, so I got air lines strung everywhere, but I think I got it. It'll be hidden for the most part, but I'll do a video sometime after this tonight showing my progress on the fish room. Yeah. Heck, when the internet was still a new thing, I was making like $120,000 a year making basic HTML websites back in the late 90s and early 2000s. I don't think he does. I just contact him through Facebook. He's got that Facebook page, like Guppy Factory, Puerto Rico Guppy Factory, and then his personal page. I just message him personally. That's who I recommend. All my livestock I have now has come from Started off with William Rivera and Lucas Bretz so far. And then I've done what I would have with everything from those starting stocks I got in March. Yeah. A year ago is when I started all this new stuff. I will be for my daughter. I figured she's into fish. I want to set her up a 20 long with convicts. And that's coming. I'll be doing that here pretty soon after all this stuff is going. She's all excited. She wants to make videos about it. So, and that's my youngest daughter. She's 9. Not that I know of, Green Ghost. I don't think there's restrictions on shipping things from Puerto Rico. I mean, I think U.S. laws are into play, obviously, since it's U.S. territory, but like, something's illegal in your state, it's illegal to get from Puerto Rico. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just like you're ordering from somewhere in the States. Hawaii has the real strict rules because they're tropical climate, and anything in the pet hobby, fish-wise, would probably thrive in Hawaii waters. So they're strict about that, so that protecting their native species. And if just go fishing in Florida, you'll catch anything. I don't think Hawaii wants to become Florida. I think it already has, though. Full of cichlids. Yeah, I've never shipped to Puerto Rico. Or Hawaii, for that matter, or Alaska. You could probably ship to Alaska in the winter, or in the summer, I mean. Alaska in the summer is probably about like our April and May. Heat packs. Probably gets in the 40s at night. 60s and 70s during the day. Most parts of Alaska, I'd imagine. But I don't know for sure. Oh gosh, excuse me. Getting kind of tired. Yeah, my eyes are bloodshot. Oh, really? Green Ghost. He's got some endlers with colors now. Female endlers with color. That's interesting. I know my hybrids, he might have crossed them with something else again to get that. Because I know my hybrids, I have some female. Most of my females have color patterns on their tails. And a lot of it's yellow. Some of them have blue. A lot of them's like black and yellow from the Endler genes. I'm going to use one of these 40s, maybe two of the 40s, to breed out some lines on my hybrid project. The blue star Endlers. You know, if you cross those with if you cross the tiger Endlers, the rainbow tiger Endlers with something else, because that's how he made it. He made the rainbow tiger Endlers. He crossed the regular tiger Endler with a blue star Endler, and you can see the blue star genes come out when you cross them with something with guppies or something else. The blue star Endler genes come out. Something on my phone. Let's see. What was that? On my phone. Think. Yeah, nothing. What's up, Payman? Steel Nebulas, Payman, are one of the ones I'm definitely gonna get. Yeah, Green Ghost, I know LR Brett said something about selecting the orange, red. I have some, but they're mostly yellow. My favorite ones that I've been breeding in the hybrid tank are I'm getting some that look just like rainbow tiger Endlers, but they have a guppy tail. They're starting to get a fancy tail. And those are pretty sweet. They have the same coloration, but you know how a lot of them have spear tails, or just little, I don't know what you'd call them, caudal tails. They're not really a fancy tail, but they're just whatever you want to call it. I'm having some of them that are starting to form fancy tails, but they look just like a rainbow tiger Endler. But they're getting big tails. I'm wanting to line out the ones I have that have the big ears and look like rainbow tiger Endlers, but they have with big ears, but they have more black on them, and they have blue in them too, like a blue sheen. I'm gonna line them out for sure in one of the 40s. And I may move my hybrid colony with everything in it into one of the 40s and use this 20 that my hybrid colony's in now, use it as another shrimp tank, because my other 3 of those 420 longs are already shrimp tanks. So then that'd give me another shrimp, give me a different kind of shrimp to play with up there. But that may be a bad idea, because I had been throwing mixed shrimp in there. I may just use it as my coal shrimp tank, because that's what I've been using it as for now, and I'll never catch all the little shrimps out without tearing everything out of the tank. And I don't want to do that because I like that tank, but I can catch all the fish out. So I might just make it my coal shrimp tank. See what happens. I've got some cool looking wild ones in there. They look like, some of them look like tiger caradinas in that tank. Yeah, Green Ghost, you're right. I love the hybrids because you have the genetics, the colors, and how they're expressed, like in the different patterns that you can only get. Like you can have inler color patterns with a guppy body, or and vice versa. Guppy colors with inler body patterns. I like it how their behavior. They act like endlers, but they look like guppies. Well, you know, but they act like endlers. I mean, they're both they're obviously similar, but their breeding, like their mating dances, or how they put on their displays, they act just like antlers. As hybrids do. As far as the males go, that might be because I use the male tiger antler and female guppies to make my hybrids. And then I'm gonna select. I'm not gonna empty out my ponds yet. I'm still gonna keep the red mosaics in there for now. I want to select my very, very best. I'm gonna pick out the very best couple, 3 or 4 pairs that I can find in there, and start a colony with those, and be real selective with them. Because those red mosaics with big ears, they're pretty stunning. I mean, they're super, super beautiful fish. They're probably my favorite, and you can get some pretty nice guppies out of those lines if you start calling hard. And because now just, you know, the obvious calls I've been taking out, but I want to put one in a 40-gallon, and eventually when that new and improved red mosaic colony gets going, then I will turn the pond into a mixed guppy. They'll be my mixed guppy colony. But I think a lot of people would enjoy my mixed guppies, and I could sell them pretty cheap. So like, because this little 20 long I have of my mixed, that's one of my favorite tanks, is all the different colors and different varieties mixed in there. That's one of my favorite tanks. And I think people would like that. Maybe like 5 pairs, colony starter for like $30 or something. I think people would like that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Just an idea I've been kicking around in my head. Yeah, they do the breeding dance non-stop, green ghost. Green tea, I almost called you green tea. Green ghost. Let's see. Yeah. My snowball shrimp. I sold like a couple $100 worth of shrimp out of there about a month and a half ago or so. And now I'm having a huge baby explosion. So I think that's what I needed in that colony, to clear out some of them. So here in about another month, I'll probably sell a couple $100 more worth of that tank. Well, I'm ready for warmer weather. All I need is 50s and 60s during the day and 40s, 50s at night, and I can start shipping guppies without too many worries. I've been shipping them here and there, but there's this one guy. I've seen him fish 3 different times now. The first time they all died. Second time was about 50-50. So I tried a third time, and then the third time they all died. Well, this third time I sent him out, I sent out the same fish to 2 other people, and they were all fine. And I've had maybe 2 or 3 cases of DOAs shipping in the past. It's because it got colder than I thought, but I've perfected my shipping methods, and that's not been a problem anymore, except for this guy. And he lives in North Carolina, so it's not like he lives in northern Maine or something where it's super cold. The only thing I can think of is somewhere along the line between my house and his house. Is they're getting left outside overnight, or instead of being kept in the distribution center building, they're getting left outside in the truck overnight, and the heating pack can't keep up. Yeah, like you said, or his mailman drop kicks them. Someone's slamming the hell out of these boxes or something. I don't know. He's paid me $35, and I've already spent $50 shipping, and then another, by the time you add in shipping and shipping costs, I don't know what did this guy. I told him I'd wait till there's no chance of cold weather being a problem at all. Then we try again. But I want to have, by the time it's all said and done, I want to have 75, 80 bucks invested in getting this guy a trio of guppies. At one time where it's 50-50, the 2 that made it were females, and I guarantee they're pregnant. Yeah, that's 50 between you and the seller and the destination. Yeah, but I mean, that's the best practice. But where I live, I mean, if it gets below 50 and you don't ship, the only months I'd be able to ship would be May. Well, sometimes not even in May. Most of May, usually. Sometimes April, May, June, July, August, September, and probably most of October. Well, the first half of October, usually. But then November, December, January, February, March, and most of April, it's half the year you can't send nothing. And I guess that's the best practice. Yeah, Green Ghost, you're probably right. I don't know why. I don't even know if he kept them 2 alive or not. Yeah. Yeah, that's Fancy Tail Aquatics. That's a good idea. Them grow out in the winter. Now shrimp, I've only had a few DOAs, and that's like I had one guy pay for 10, I sent him 14, and 6 of them were dead. That's the worst shrimp casualties I've had. Well, get this. There's one. I sent this guy 30. Well, he paid for 30, and I sent him 40 of the yellow golden backs. And there's some kind of snafu with the mail. It just sat got lost. He lives in New York City. It got lost in New York. And it was in the mail for 2.5, 3 weeks. And when he got them in, there's nothing in the bags. And they didn't even smell. There's no dead shrimp, no dead bodies, nothing. So I don't know what happened there. That is... He's like, did you forget to put the shrimp in here, man? I was like... Because I'd already refunded him his money. Because I figured, oh, they're dead. And then like 3 days after I was refunded his money, he said, box come in. You want me to go ahead and open it or return it to you? I was like, go ahead and open it. And he's like, what the hell, man? There's nothing in here. Did you forget to put the shrimp in the bags? It's like, no. So I'm wondering if someone, I don't know. But yeah, that sucked. I lost 15, 20 bucks shipping it to him. And then 40 yellow golden backs. So that really sucked. I mean, that was a big chunk out of my colony. It's like I paid the post office 20 bucks to kill 40 of my shrimp. Essentially what it was. So that was no good. Yeah, I don't know. I think this guy he's on one of them Facebook groups. And I think he's a reputable buyer and seller. I don't know. I don't know, Green Ghost. I think he was a reputable buyer-seller guy on that group. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's good practice, Fancy Tail Aquatics. I mean, I guess I trust people, and it's not like my way of living. It's just to help pay for what I'm doing and a little extra cash here and there when I need it. So it's not like it's my livelihood. So I just send them, and if they die, I refund them their money, or send them another. But this one guy, 3 times, man, I don't know. I sent 3 boxes out, the same fish. Well, 2 of them were grass guppies. His was grass guppy. The other box was grass guppy. And one of the other boxes was red mosaics. I sent them out. The red mosaics went to Kansas. They were fine. No DOAs. One of the grass guppies went to Ohio. No DOAs. And then his went to North Carolina, and they're all dead. I just don't understand. They're all packed exact same way, same materials. Heck, the grass guppies all come out of the same tank. So, somewhere along the line, something's going on with USPS. Something's going on between me and him that's not normal. And that's the only explanation. To have one guy with so many DOAs. Just frustrating when you're sending people good fish. And like, he had 2 females make it. But I know every guppy I have is pregnant. So, heck, one guy sent him some grass guppies. And like, the day they come in, it dropped like, I sent him a huge one. It dropped like 48 babies. And then didn't have any more. And then like 3 days later, it dropped 20 more. So he got his money's worth. I mean, I'm sure if he knows anything at all what he's doing. And that was 3 or 4 weeks ago now that he got the ones that lived. So I'm sure he's had babies. My parents got themselves, well, Bobby's tropical fish just ship overnight. But then I can do shipping. I charge $15 for shipping. And I lose like probably $2 or $3, maybe $4 with all the materials and everything. Cause I'm paying like, what is it, Brandy, to ship now? Each package, we're paying like $12.60 or 13 something to the post office with every box. Then I have them insulated boards, foam boards, and insulation and bags. And if I use the breather bags, those are like 75 cents a piece. I mean, that kind of stuff adds up. Yeah, that's a good Fancy Tail Aquatics. Hey Sherry, glad you can make it. Glad to see you in here. Drones. You know what's funny? That's actually a hobby of mine. Not quadcopter drones, but airplanes. I could build an airplane to deliver something to your house. Yeah, overnight is too pricey, you're right. I use a priority mail, and it's usually 2 days. Sometimes it's 3 days. If it's going to California or Seattle or something. But it's usually 2 days. And all 3 of them boxes, they're shipped Monday morning, and they all got there Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon. So, is that what you use? Fancy Tail Aquatics, the priority mail, USPS? Journey you some fish. However, I think building a drone that would go to Southern Illinois would cost more than $15-20. And the margin for error would probably be more than it'd be worth. But it could be done. I could definitely make it happen. If I had a $3,000 budget, I could make it happen. Because you can program GPS coordinates, like take off from these coordinates, land at these coordinates. Yeah, that's good. Like the one guy sent to New York, they got lost in the mail. They're bouncing between distribution centers in New York, the New York City area. They go to this one, then they go to that one, then they go to this one, then they go to that one. It's because the address he gave me had a dash in it in his house number. But according to the post office, that address didn't exist. So, it was all because of a dash in the street number. So I put down the exact address he gave me, and then it was just bouncing back and forth for 2 weeks, and they were shrimp. Then, after all that bouncing back and forth, he got the bags, and there's not even dead shrimp in the bags. He's asking. He made it sound like I sent him empty bags. Like, did you forget to put the shrimp in there? It's like, that's ridiculous. Oh man, Greg Ghost. That sucks. Why on earth would it send him to Alaska? That's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And that's joys of shipping. It's not real fun. I may just have to do that. Like you said, for fish, it gets below 50 at night. Too bad, ain't doing it. Then in the winter, just do shrimp. Take pictures before you tape the box. If it gets lost in the mail and USPS cannot find it, or is way late, that is the only time I would cover it. Yeah. That's a good idea. Green Ghost, that's horrible. Hey Buster, how you doing? Glad to see you can make it. Glad to see everyone in here tonight. Ooh. Ooh. Getting tired. I got the stream up on my computer looking at it. And it looks like it's lagging behind or something. But according to my stream software, everything's fine. So, everything looking good for you guys? Being lazy. I just woke up. So I didn't get anything done last weekend. All I did is freaking sleep. I couldn't stay awake. Last weekend, and this weekend is the opposite. I've been up a lot. Said it'd been nice to be able to paint these tanks outside, but it's been freezing cold and windy and snowing, raining. So I paint the tank while it's drying, do other stuff, add another coat, do stuff while it's drying, put it in here. When it's finally done, dried the second coat, put it up on the rack, then put another coat on another tank. Then while that's drying, do some more work, wiring and airlines and setting up filters. And so by the time the night's over, I'm guessing I'll have 5 of the 40 breeders ready to go, and maybe 6 or 7 of them painted by the time I go to bed tonight. And tomorrow I'll have the 40 rack done and see if I can get the 20 rack done. I might be able to paint 2 20s at a time. I think I got room to do that. So if I can do that, they'll probably be done tomorrow too. And then I get to go bye-bye for work all week. Having my wife take care of everything while I'm gone. Then I come home Thursday, take it easy. And Friday do water changes. And then Friday night, start working on the new stuff again. Let's see, this next weekend will be whole weekend of rinsing sand. Hopefully it'll be nice enough to do it outside with the hose. So I'm not rinsing sand in the sink, because that sucks. Oh, Sherry, you missed it. Let's see. I'll go through the run through of everything that I've done. I have 3 of the 40s with ready to go, ready to add water. Well, no sand, but add substrate, then water. Then I have one with everything done except for the filter. It's got a light, it's painted, got the light, heater, all installed. I just have to, I'm waiting for I just glue down my filter bases onto the bottom of the tank. And I gotta wait. It's usually about 6 or 7 hours for that glue to dry. So, when I do that, and I glued the other one on there. So by the time I go to bed tonight, there'll be 4 ready for water. 6 or 7 of them painted. I'm just waiting for the glue to dry. So I'll have the 40s all done tomorrow, and hopefully the 20s. The 20 rack will be done tomorrow too. I'll make a video tonight before I go to bed. Valley Fish, check your inbox. Let's see, I'll check my inbox. Let's see here. Oh, we got pictures. Ooh, Japan Blues. Purdy, purdy. I do like those. So it says Japan Blues. I don't know if it'll show up on there. Very good. Japan Blues from Valley Fish. Very nice, yeah. I may be interested in adding those as well. Those are pretty cool. They're smallish, right? They're kind of like the more of a wild type body style guppy, it looks like. That's nice. I like those. I like them. But yeah, Sherry, I'll make a video showing all everything I've got done. Just painting them is a pain in the butt, but something I gotta do. Well, I guess I didn't gotta do it, but oh great. Here comes the cat in heat. That one's got to get fixed now. We fixed the other one. Oh, here she is. Hey, come here. Come here. Not the dog. This is the annoying cat now. She's on my channel when she's just a little baby. After we found her in the ditch. Well, my daughter found her in the ditch. Found her in the ditch. As like a 5-week-old kitten. We took her home, raised her up. Now she's probably like 10 months old, I'm guessing.
Right.
9, 10 months old. Yeah, she's turned into a pain in the butt, but she's real friendly. They get sword. Are they a double sword? I've seen them Japan blues, I think, with double swords. Or layer tail, or whatever you call them, the double sword, layer tail. My rule from a breeder and most. This came to me. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Yeah, just... It's nice to take a break. Work all week. And come home, work all weekend. Now at work, I'm working 3 11s and a 7. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are 11 hours. Those are the days I spend living in a hotel. Then Thursday, I don't take a lunch. And I start heading home at 2:30. It's like this week, I'll probably work most of Monday in Columbus, Indiana, which is like 45, 50 miles south of Indianapolis. And that's about an hour and a half drive for me. Almost 2 hours. Hour and a half, 2 hour drive. And then I'm going then there in the middle of the week sometime, probably maybe Tuesday morning. Could be, oh gosh, could be Monday during the day or Tuesday during the day, depending on how long it takes me to finish up in Columbus. I'll be going to Madison, Indiana, which is on the Ohio River on the border with Kentucky. So I'll be all the way down there as far south as you can get in Indiana. That's pretty close to Cincinnati, I believe. So that'll be, and then I'll be over 3.5 hours from home. So that kind of sucks, but my new job, I love it. It's worth it. I'm away from home now, but it's way, way better than the job I was doing before. That's a good job for a pretty good company. Any other live species? I don't think so. Probably stick with guppies and endlers. So like, I like the platies and swords, but I don't know. Well, one thing is I know the swords, and I think platies will too, is they're jumpers and I don't have lids on my tanks. Of course, I could easily find a way to do that, but I think I'm just gonna stick with shrimp and or guppies and antlers and shrimp. I mean, I know I can do them. I like doing them. So maybe someday when I can, if I ever get to the point of doing this full time, if that ever happens, I'm not so sure it will, but maybe someday. And then I'll expand more, but while I still have to work, I'm going to keep it simple. Having like, I'll give it like 8 different kinds, or 9 or 10. Maybe 8, 9 different kinds of fish, plus mixed fish. Then I'll end up having like 7 or 8 different kinds of shrimp. That's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Then my next, I was gonna do the shrimp expansion, but guppies is my passion. So I decided to do the guppy thing first. Do more guppies and endlers, because that's what I mean, I love my shrimp too, don't get me wrong. But my passion is the guppies and endlers. That's what I love. So that's why I ended up going this route. Still adding 5 more shrimp tanks. That'll give me 13 shrimp tanks. So that's not nothing, you know. 13 shrimp tanks is quite a bit. Rally fish. One line is bottom sword only. The other line started with a double sword male and virgins from my single line, so we'll see. That pick was from the crossed line. Yeah, platies and mollies take more room. They get bigger. Swords too. I mean, mollies get pretty big. I've had guppies. Guppies was the first fish I ever had. I got my first fish tank, I remember when I was like 7. And my parents had bought me a dozen feeder guppies. I'd watch them and take care of them, and I had hundreds of them in a 10-gallon tank. And I thought that was pretty awesome. Watching, and then I'd have guppies. I had different kinds of community fish. Then as a young adult, I got into cichlids and severums. I love severums. Guppies and severums are my favorite fish, and convicts. Severums, convicts, and guppies. I figured I'll stick with guppies and shrimp. And I'm going to add a convict tank. Teach my daughter about fish. She can watch them guard their babies and raise their babies. And I think it'll be they're a rewarding fish to have. I had a 20-gallon with a pair of convicts for years. Same pair. Like 5-6 years. And they just kept making babies. I'd give them to people as feeders. I've had cories in my years ago in community tanks. I used to always have albino cories, the little white red-eyed guys that I've had them guys live forever. My parents used to always have those. My parents used to always have a community 20-gallon tank with angelfish. And they have guppies in there. So, and I was always got into that tank, and then I wanted to have my own tank, and then so I got my 10-gallon tank in my room. Eventually I had a 20-gallon in my bedroom. Then I had a 40-gallon long in my bedroom. So then as a young adult I had a 75-gallon of Severums and all kinds of different things. I had convict colonies going. I had the firemouth Mickeys, whatever you call them, firemouth Mickeys. I had colonies of those going. I've had a couple African cichlid tanks. All that. I used to have in my old house like 6 or 7 tanks going, and that was the most until now. That was when I was young. I was in my 20s, early 20s. That was like 15, 20 years ago. Then I was down to just one 20-gallon tank for like 8 or 9 years. And it was a guppy colony, a planted guppy tank I had going for years. I had that same tank going for, I even had to replace the tank. It was an old tank that I had from years ago, and the tank started leaking. And then I had to run out and buy a 20-gallon tank at Walmart one night because the tank started leaking, so I transferred everything over. But all the plants and guppies remained, and so that colony was going 8 or 9 years. And I just got sick of it, got rid of it for about a year and a half. And then, let's see. Then I started wanting to go big. I started watching YouTubers and started watching Aquarium Co-op, his fish for profit stuff and our breeding for profit series, and said, hey, I could do that. So then I got all into it again a year ago, getting all these tanks started. Then I said, hey, I'll do YouTube too. I had an old YouTube channel. I used to put my my old videos are like pond videos and stuff like that, personal videos. And then I started using it not really to be a channel, but my RC hobby, flying planes and building planes from RC planes from scratch. I started uploading videos there, not for the YouTube channel, but to share with like RC groups. So if you go back far enough, you'll find airplane videos, like a bunch of planes I scratch built stuff. Then about a year ago, I started making fish videos, and it's turned into starting to gain some traction now, I think. Yep, the Cora and Lamont video, that's what got me in. Oh, I gotta get caught up on chat. Yeah, I saw that video, Sherry. I commented on it. Sherry's got herself a new little pond out of a storage container. What county are you in? We are state neighbors, I think. I'm in Indiana and Tipton County. Oh, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Sorry. Yeah. Sherry, I think. Well, I'll let her answer. I don't want. Oh yeah, she already answered. Well, say Sherry lives in Alabama. Yeah. The Lamont and Corey videos. I like them videos. Those are my favorite ones. Then I also started watching DIY Joey and all that. Ideas to, because I like to do a bunch of DIY stuff too. So I got into watching his videos. Saw these ideas, and I didn't have no money to do nothing for months. So I just sat and planned it all out until I got my tax check last year. And when I got my tax check, I got my 420 highs and 75, and I left it out in my story. I had done planted tanks too back in the day when I had all them cichlids and stuff. I had some planted tanks, and I do like neon tetras and grommies. That's what I was putting in there back then. My planted tanks, and I put in ghost shrimp. I think that was before even cherry shrimp were in the hobby, or before I even knew about them. Because I mean, when I had my guppy tank, I wasn't really involved in the hobby. I had one tank watching my guppies. One year I put in, I've had a goldfish pond outside this whole time too. I had a pond at my old house, and I built one at my new house. And this one couple, probably 3 or 4 years ago, maybe longer ago than that, I put in like 2 males and 4 female guppies in my pond in late April. And by October, I was pulling out hundreds. I pulled out hundreds of fancy guppies. I have to find some. I think I have some of them pictures on Facebook from years ago. It might have been like 2012, 2011. Something like that. It was a long time ago. And I have old pictures on, like, I have an old MySpace account. That goes way back. From like 2005, 2006, in my pond and stuff. At my old house. I've had fish of some sort going on for, let's see, almost 30 years now. Yeah, 30 years. There might have been a few breaks in there in my teenage years, but I've had tanks for a long time. Well, you guys been doing this for a while now, and chat's died down, so I'm gonna start ending this. I wanted to thank all of you for showing up and listening. Really have enjoyed tonight talking about fish with you guys. Glad y'all could come out. I appreciate it. That's what makes it fun, is when you guys are here and talking, because no, I don't want to sit here and just talk about stuff. I don't like that. Let you guys chat and just a hangout. Yeah, you take it easy too, Green Ghost, Sherry, Fancy Tail Aquatics, Valley Fish, Sherry, I think I said you, Buster. See anyone else I'm missing? I think Payman was here for a minute. Bobby's Tropical Fish. LS Aquariums. Yeah, I think I got everyone. Thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks, Sherry, for coming by. Thanks, Valley Fish. Appreciate it. So, I gotta get back to work. Watch a little bit of basketball. Get back to work, painting tanks, getting them ready to go. And sometime late tonight, I'll probably put up a video showing what I got done. So, everyone take care. Have fun and be safe. Bye.